All right, back again. Had to restart the computer. Uh, yeah, I'm not one of those traders that goes out and spends $56,000 to go buy all these monitors and computers and graphics cards, and price is price. It goes up and down in any computer. The same thing even on my smartphone. It goes up and down the same way. All right. So nothing much has changed. A little improvement in the Nasdaq, a little bit improvement in S&P, all the way around. Um, but again, it kind of looks like you have a double top, and you also have this. Um, where is it? Possible head and shoulders forming. Okay. And we know typically what happens into the close, right? The last 2 minutes, it either goes straight up or straight down or whatever it does. But it was a wild week for sure. Wild elections, a wild 2020. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I've become more and more like a European. I like my siesta. There are some funny memes out there. Let me take a look at the TSA numbers. So travel has remained flat. It had a nice little push higher, definitely from where we used to be, right? We're all down to 100,000, and then it slowly started to improve, and then we hit a million, and then it kind of flattened out. Any uh, any questions from anybody? Any questions? There we go, pushing back up again, right? Right into that resistance area where it just gets cut off. Don't say a word. Right here. Volume dramatically falls off. Denied. Would this time be different? Because look at how many times we've tested it. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6-ish, 7. Keeps trying. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but notice here. Sorry, here. Uh, let's go even further down. Everything in here is green. You know what all that is? Emerging markets. Nifty 50, not emerging, but international markets, they're happy. And here are the American ones having some difficulty. Fifteen minutes left in the trading session. Nice little push. Remember, every single time that the price of the stock market rises, this falls. This is earnings yield. The earnings are stable, right? And then price of stock relative to those earnings fluctuates. Now, I can tell you that there's no way that earnings can rise at the same price, at the same rate as price. So that's why I kept saying previously, let them bid up price on themselves. Every time the stock market goes higher, they're bidding up price on themselves, right? Because earnings are not growing at the same rate. So you end up with a multiple expansion. Okay, how many multiples are you willing to buy above the earnings? Because earnings are not going to rise at the same rate. So the more you buy, the more expensive you make something. And when you compare that to stocks, to bonds, and bonds are rising, and they can rise a lot faster than earnings, then you end up in a scenario that's you're setting up a trap for the stock market bulls. Okay. Nice move. Nice move into that area. Every tick, there's a drop in volume. Every tick, there's a drop in volume. So you can think of the stock market going up kind of the same way. Okay, this is a good analogy. All right, NASDAQ has gone positive, 0.6. Let's see what the fangs are doing. Facebook still down, Amazon down, Apple still down, Netflix flat, Google 0.3 up, and Nvidia up big 3. This is my favorite. Tesla down 1.8. Right. Again, when you have this kind of pattern in volume, it's a short squeeze, right? So now it's Friday with 10 minutes left to go in the trading session, and maybe some shorts are covering. Yes, getting squeezed. Remember, when you short um, anything, you got to borrow those shares from somebody who owns them, okay, at a certain price. Then you sell that into the open market, and then when you want to close that position, you got to do what? You got to buy it. You got to buy it back and give it back to the person you borrowed it from. Okay. It's the difference between where you sold it and where you bought it. That's your loss or your profit. So it creates this artificial buying, which a lot of countries they banned short selling when the market was crashing, which is not correct. It's not right. I mean, the amount of manipulation that goes into the stock market to keep it going up is phenomenal. You got circuit breakers going off. You got banning of shorts. You know, you got deficits. You got QEs. You got it's crazy. It's crazy. And right back down. See how volume break falls, right?
Mic off. Mic on.
All right. So there's that last 2 minutes. 3:58. Weird things happen in the last 2 minutes. It's like magic, isn't it? That this area right up here, price just, I mean, volume just com- collapses. So 1 minute left to go. Magic. All right. So there's a market close. Give it a couple minutes to settle down. Basically, point of control, short covering, still pausing, high base. Let's see if it's going to break out next week, or it's going to start to reverse. If you were to look at this um, from a wave perspective, we don't have enough data to count it. So let me clean this up just for a moment. And here is what we are potentially seeing. Too early, but this would be a 1. This would be a 2. And then this would be a 3. Okay? Potentially this is what's happening. If it comes down here, Monday, or Sunday night actually, all right, then you can get that next move up. Compass being this over here. So you get the 1, 2, 3 up. Okay? Um, Alternatively, it can just continue on up. Oops. Come on. All right. So that's possible. You zoom out, it would have to break this area here. Um, the bear case, clearly it's an M pattern in the making, possibly. We don't have enough data. 1, 2, 3, down. Right? So that's what I mean. Let the market tell you what it's doing. Right? Let the data tell you what's going on. So let's take a look at the market internals. And the day is kind of pointless today because market went nowhere. Uh, S&P flat, staples, materials, and technology, laggards, energy, financials, nothing there. Last 5 days, I don't think anything changed. The same. Technology, which is good. Healthcare, okay, whatever. Materials and laggards are energy, utilities, real estate, which is perfect. All right. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something above all. Again, please like, subscribe, share it with friends. Let people uh, learn how to do their own analysis. Learn how to be objective. Learn how to use the math, facts, data, and science uh, to understand how things work. Thank you, Alessandro. And don't forget to come down to patreon.com/RealMacro. Okay, come and join and subscribe. Other than that, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Let's hope by Monday we know who the president is going to be. Uh, Definitively, more or less. Of course, they got to, you know, do all their recounting and all this bullshit, but at least we'll know who declared victory, who conceded, or who didn't concede, or whatever. All right, take care. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.